Hi, my name is Nicole and I'm a registered veterinary technician. Today my friend Rory and I are going to show you how to properly brush your dog's teeth. Doing this daily can help prevent plaque buildup, which is important as this can lead to gum disease, tooth decay, and painful infections for your dog. So to begin, make sure your dog is in a nice, calm, relaxed state. Then make sure you have all of your tools that you're going to need ready and within reach. So you're going to want a specially formulated toothpaste. You never want to use human toothpaste on your pet as this can be very harmful. So there's many different varieties available for your dog, and they come in a variety of different flavors as well depending on your dog's preference. So we have our toothpaste, and then you'll need some sort of toothbrush. So you can either go with a finger brush, which is a soft rubber brush that fits over your finger and you use it as a toothbrush that way, or a more traditional toothbrush, which is more rigid and has bristles on either end. These also come in different sizes depending on the size of your dog's mouth. Alternately, you can use dental wipes, which can be quite helpful for those dogs that just won't tolerate a toothbrush. Brushing is the ideal #1 method to use, but some dogs won't tolerate that, so these wipes can be very handy for that as well. Alternately, if they won't tolerate any of these things, there are still many things you can do that will help to keep the mouth nice and healthy. We have dental sprays that you just spray into the mouth. There's also additives that you add to their water bowl. Dental treats and dental food can help take down that plaque as well. So for today, we're going to show you how to brush. So to begin, make sure your dog is in a nice, calm, relaxed state. Get them used to the idea of brushing by first gently handling their mouth, their lips, and then putting your finger inside their mouth to see how much they will tolerate. If at any point they seem painful, stressed, reluctant, just back off and try again another day. We don't want to push them and make it a negative experience. You want to go really slow and make sure you're giving lots of praise and lots of treats. Just make it really fun and positive for them. Eventually they will get used to it and you can work up to brushing their entire mouth once a day. So to begin, I'm going to just take my hands and gently rub them over his face and his mouth. I'm going to pull his lips up and look in there and just make sure that he's still staying calm and relaxed and he's not getting stressed out with that. Next, I'm going to take my fingers and gently just rub them along the gum line and along his teeth and just get him used to that. So we're rubbing along the front and along the sides. And I'm just making the brushing motion so he gets used to that. And he's being pretty good with that. So I think we can proceed to the brushing. Before we begin, I'm going to let him try the toothpaste. This will just let him get used to the taste and the texture before we go ahead and start brushing. So we'll give him a little bit of that. Oh, that's very good. Good boy. And now for him, I'm going to try the finger brush as I find this method a little bit easier for myself, and he's a little bit more tolerant of this than an actual toothbrush. So I'm going to begin by putting a small amount of toothpaste onto the bristles. I'm going to set that aside. Probably need that again in a moment. And again, just make sure he's still nice and calm and relaxed. And I'm going to take my finger with the finger brush and gently insert it on his teeth. You want to sort of angle it so the bristles are angled towards the gum line, and just a gentle circular motion, making sure you cover the entire surface of the tooth. And you want to get right back to the very ones in the back. And they tend to do this sort of chewing, licking motion a lot, which is fine. You want to stop if you notice heavy bleeding. A tiny bit of blood along the gum line is normal, the same as when you or I go to get a dental cleaning. But if there's heavy or prolonged bleeding, that can indicate dental disease, and you want to seek the advice of your veterinarian at that point. So he's being very good. I do see some slight bleeding along his gum lines. I am irritating it a bit with the bristles, but again, a little bit of bleeding can be normal. And we're going to just try on this side a little bit. Good boy. I'm going to get all the way to the back again. There we go. And I start at the outside of the teeth and The inner side of the teeth, if you can get them, is great, but if not, as it can be quite difficult, the dog's tongue will help keep that surface clean. So I focus sort of on this outside part, and you can see he's got a little bit of plaque and tartar buildup there, and a little bit on those guys as well. So we'll continue with that. And if you were going to use the wipes, I'll show you briefly how those would work. So these are a little bit more gentle, and they also sometimes are a little bit better tolerated by your dog than a toothbrush. Brushing is the number one way. It does help eliminate the most buildup, but if they won't tolerate that, wipes are a great alternative. So again, you just take the wipe, place it over your finger, and you're going to use your finger as the toothbrush and just mimic that brushing motion. So we're just going to go in the mouth, and again, brush along the top, making sure we get all the teeth and all the surface of each tooth. Now, you may have to build up to this if it's not something that they are used to, and you can start off by just doing 1 or 2 teeth at a time, giving them a break, coming back another day, and gradually working up to the full mouth. Good boy. All right, he's being very good, so he's going to get a little treat for that. Good job. Again, make sure you're keeping it nice and light and positive for them. Stop if they get too stressed at any point.